So welcome to the Lighthouse. I'm so happy to be here with you today for this integrative practices meditation session. So, we are in this very interesting period of time. A good friend of mine sent me something late last night calling, the emotional instrumentation that we are all experiencing as a collective right now, calling it the Corona coaster, where we are experiencing radical highs of, fulfillment and contentment in this time that we're in, and then plummeting into the experience of, missing people we don't even like. Have you had any of that in this Corona coaster time that we're in? But in all seriousness, putting all humor aside, even though I believe very strongly in the power and the medicine of humor, I think it's a non-negotiable. So putting all the humor aside, we are in a time where, wisdom and chaos are running neck and neck. They're running neck and neck. And so as practitioners, as beings in a community of awakening, which we are, it's really important that we don't get shored up into the platitudes of that lockdown kind of thought form that is getting embedded and calcifying in our psyches. As practitioners, we want to have a wherewithal, we want to have mobility, we want to have plasticity, we want to have agility with moving ourselves out of the stuckness and into a more elevated framework, to have a kind of diagonality of our views and of our perceptions, which gives us sovereignty in the way in which we're thinking and the choice making, the spectrum, the cascade of choice making that we engage in. So it's really coming from, a place of elevated intuitional awareness, a place of integration between intellect and intuition, and a place that, is fueled by the power and the privilege and the potency of what we have gone through, where it's not, we're not like living in cliche consciousness in any way. We are living from the fruits of our own process and processes. So if you've been feeling like in any way like you've been coming up in short supply within the wonderment domain, which if the answer is yes, you're totally not alone. I've been talking to lots of people who are feeling like they're depleted in the arc of wonderment. And as a wellness activist, I feel like I've felt this way for a very long time. Like wonderment and wellness are also running neck and neck, and it's our capacity to hold an elevated caliber of wonderment that is equivalent to how well we feel. Very oftentimes, not always, but very oftentimes. So if you've been coming up in short supply in this realm of wonderment, I hope that the clean codices of this particular meditation today will help you to feel like you've cleaned up, like you've purified, and like you've lifted your life energy. Okay, so we're going to do the Panchagrani meditation today. This is a beautiful meditation that we could focus on exclusively for the next many months, and hopefully achieve some real results through, So all of these methodologies and technologies that we do, they're result driven. It's not just to escape. It's never that. It's always to cultivate a shift in our perception, to create a movement in the tectonic plates of the mind. Welcome those of you who are jumping on. So we're going to create a mudra. This is the Panchagrani mudra. Your right hand is going to be, the fingertips of the right hand are going to be on line with your brow center. And the tips of the left fingertips are going to come to the base of the right fingers, okay? And then you're going to lock your thumbs, okay? And then you're going to hover that mudra right here in front of the face. So the mudra is creating a structure. We're interested, yesterday I was talking about, working the whole fractal thing, right? So the mudra is creating a structure that enters, it gets embedded in your magnetic field. It's also getting embedded in time and space so that you can access some favorable winds, and so that you can lift out of these parallel tracks to get unparalleled and to create some diagonality. In the Andes, there's a lot of teachings that have to do with like the hummingbird's eye view, with the condor's eye view, and here in North America we've got the eagle's eye view, right? And so this is always an elevated and backed up, and I talk about this kind of stuff a lot, right? It's diagonal power, it's diagonal force, and when the practitioner has awakened and activated diagonal force, then we change the angle of our projection, what it is that we're putting out into the world, and then we thereby change our psyche. So this is the structure of the mudra that you're going to create. And I'd like for you to spend a couple of moments just settling into breathing with the mudra before we actually do the breathing practice. I want you to really feel a sense of place and a sense of rapport with just simply this. So just breathing in and out of the nose for a moment, and feel how it's already starting, especially as you generate a little bit of pressurization. So press the hands together. Press the hands together. It's creating a pressurization that's protecting your shield. It's going to give you the power to zero out any of the difficulties that maybe you're feeling, any of the challenges that you are experiencing in your inner life, within the mind and heart organism, or in your outer life. It's going to give you the power to zero out those difficulties, to create an acceleration in your field so that you can find solutions to what it is that you may be facing. From a place of strengthened pranic sensory intelligence, from a place of strengthened pranic sensory intelligence. Sensory intelligence. In a way that's going to help you to make better moves, more quantum moves with the ball of chi, the ball of life energy that you are moving around in your life. Keep pressing, just breathing softly. Feel how the neck can get longer, how the life nerve in the spinal column is getting more vibrant, how the shoulders are relaxing into their sense of place, and how this structure of a mudra is helping you to create freedom within your psyche to move in whatever direction you choose. This is creating vitality, and it's also creating sovereignty, so we can lift up out of the lockdown thought form that the pandemic has calcified in our perceptions in many, many ways, okay? Let this strengthen your immune system. We need lots of that right now. Let it open your diaphragm. Let it open your heart to a more intuitional experience. We know so much more than we know that we know. Centering into that truth. I'm going to quickly turn on some music for us, and then I'm going to give you the breathing. This is some beautiful Andean style singing that is medicine singing. So you're going to hear this woman singing kind of like a bird. It comes from the Igorot traditions, which are very, very beautiful medicine songs. So let the vocal aspect of the meditation, let the sound current of the meditation help you to go as deep as you possibly can into this Panchagrani meditation, creating verticality and then diagonality to get out of the paralleled stuckness, even if it's just subtle. Okay, so you're gonna make a O shape with the mouth. You're gonna keep pressing. You're gonna close the eyes down to 9/10 of the way, and you want to let the inhalation hit the back of the throat, but pull it up out of the belly. It's gonna sound like this. I want you to take it nice and slow, so it's sustainable. We're gonna do this for a little while. So I'm exhaling out of the open mouth. I'm also inhaling through the open mouth. The inhale is hitting the back of the throat, and the exhale is coming up out of the kunda. Deep purification, deep cleansing, okay, and deep and radical elevation, okay? So in all directions. Let's try this. I'm gonna do it with you. We're gonna do it together. So press. You can also have your eyes closed. If I stop and start because I'm talking to you, just keep the breathing going. Again, let it be at a pace that's sustainable for you. Let it open your diaphragm. Let it open your heart. Let it create diagonality. Diagonality. Use the musculature of your abdominal wall every time you exhale, pulling the abdominal wall back, in, and up to create the flipping of the diaphragmatic energies. Create a flipping of the yin and the yang flow of the diaphragm. Be sure you're inhaling enough. Lightheaded at any point, stop, pause, and begin again. Keep it going, the music will start again. Let it accelerate, activate, elevate your pranic energy, your life force energy. Let it create a pokpo, a bubble of protective life energy around you, so that your heart, your crystal heart, can project intentions of clarity in your work, in your personal life, on your path, in the known, in the unknown. You've been in it for a while. Feel into how you can integrate the musculature at the pelvic floor And the whole matrix of energy that's back in the area of your kidneys, integrate those areas as well. Mobility, agility, and plasticity in your sensory system. Unpresented presence as possible. Spread your toes. Feel how that connects the roots of your body with the core of the body, with your heart body, with your mental body, with your energetic body, all the 10 bodies. Spread the toes, spread the roots. Let them grow deep down and let them spread out in a way that is completely effortless. Simply allowing this to occur. Up and off the parallel tracks. Diagonality. You're doing great. Just a few more moments, a few more pulsations. Allow your abdominal wall to pulse in a way that's powerful, in a way that's effective. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and bring your breath into neutral, but sustain the mudra. Inhale deeply through the nose, and then power it out of the mouth. Pull your abdominal wall back and lift it up towards the diaphragm, towards the bottom of the heart, towards the roof of the mouth, towards the crown of the head, and up into the boundless. Inhale through the nose and turn fully to the left. Power the breath out of the mouth. Come back through to center. Inhale, turn to the right. Inhale through the nose. Power the breath out of the mouth. Lift the abdominal wall. Come back through to center. Inhale. Fire the breath out. Lift the root to the navel, to the heart, to the roof of the mouth, to the crown of the head, to the infinite. And inhale, turn to the left. And fire the breath out of the mouth. Lift the root to the navel, to the heart, to the head, to beyond. Come back through to center. Inhale, turn to the right. Exhale, fire the breath out. Lift the root to the navel, to the heart, to the head, to the infinite. Come back through to center. Beautiful. Relax the hands into the lap. Let your body come into a quiet peacefulness, beingness, as little mind as possible. Feel how the potency, the clear codices of this practice, perhaps and hopefully, moved you from any state of being in a distracted, extrapolated mind into a centered mind, into a quiet mind, and into an experience of no mind. That's really the crux of the search, is to get to a place where we have renounced all of the movements and the mania of the mind. Let your eyes close if they're not already, and let your hands rest cupped in your lap, maybe on top of the heel that's closest to your body. And just letting yourself be in this space for a moment. Not on the chair that you're sitting in, not on the block that you might be perched upon, not on the furniture, not in the house, on the street, in the city, but in the boundless. This is the diagonal force, the unparalleled, unpresented presence. Breathing more deeply because you're trying less, because you are simply being. We all have our stories. May this life be as simple as possible in this time. May we be inspired to step up, to uncover the light, and make the presence of the Most High real in this life. May this journey be praiseworthy. May our knowledge, will, action, and mind resonate in our human spine, the ancient current within us, the evolving bloodline that is flowing through us. Create a shout out without a doubt as we unify, become one with the constant light, unparalleled. Living life out of fullness, feel your arms spread like the wings of a dove. All your forms, embracing them, praising them. Our earth is in her cleansing, and universal light is made to follow. In this world, many good things are growing. We have so much good still to know in this world we live in. So much good yet still to show in this world we live in. To the fullest degree, let us make the inquiry into our own hearts unparalleled. All of us, beings of wonder. We have come to discover how we are bound to each other, to live and to grow in honor and in surrender. Let us make a bright light shine in the dark, pure medicine from the crystal of our hearts. As we move through this dark night of our collective soul, all our hearts like begging bowls, a simple reality them show us that we are bound to each other, connected, even when it seems like we're disconnected. Get a glimpse from the diagonal lens of how everything is connected to everything, how you are connected to everything. Inhale wholeheartedly. Exhale out of your mouth. Go to zero. Shunya. Going to zero. Sourced, resourced, reconnected. Having the resources to hatch the solutions to that which feels challenging in your inner and outer life. Inhale again wholeheartedly. Feel the touch of the breath at the nostrils, in the throat, in the cave of your heart, in the biocosmic orb of energy